Let's now bring in development consultant Janet Adekunle for more on the crash in the world economy due to the coronavirus pandemic. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10. Well, this global infection has not come without its attendant effect. Talk about a crash in the world economy. Countries that boasted of the biggest and brightest economies are today, under the pangs of the pandemic. What do you make of all of this?
Thank you very much, Abosede. That is a very nuanced question because the first thing is that the world has never experienced this before, as we are aware. A few mentions have been made about the Great Depression, but it's not quite the same because the world has never been global as it is today. So the most advanced economies, there have been predictions that the most advanced economies are going to experience about 6% contraction in this year alone, So every organization, even the biggest of organizations, are experiencing it either on experiencing the effect of the coronavirus, either on the demand end, the supply end, or even on the input end. So this is a very nuanced situation, and countries are managing it in different ways. You would see the initial response was to provide palliatives, was to provide loans for organizations and industries, but countries are beginning to recognize that this might not be a sustainable solution, and they are beginning to readjust their plans and trying to adapt to current situations.
All right, and as it is, we have a number of countries easing restrictions just so businesses can get back on and the economy can begin to boom. But looking at this in the face of the pandemic, which is still ravaging the world, is that a wise solution to this problem?
I'm not a medical professional, but we are seeing several predictions already. And the first thing is that this is a virus that even medical practitioners do not fully understand. So we already know that they're not going to have a vaccine ready in the next few months. So the economies of the world cannot be at a standstill. So they have to. The truth, in my opinion, is that it becomes necessary for them to ease the lockdown, but easing the lockdown is just half the story. What happens after that is what is most important, because you would see that economies of the world are beginning to create different scenarios. They're beginning to anticipate different scenarios. We have had prediction that this might go on for a few more years than we expect that it should, So the best thing to do, the lockdown is not the problem, but the best thing to do is to begin to plan for the worst case scenario. The best, we are already way past the best case scenario. We're in the base case scenario now. It is begin to economies need to start planning for worst case scenario and adapt the economies for that.
And indeed, that planning has to be in every country across the world. Janet Adekunle, development consultant, thank you for talking to us.